How can a VPN provide anonymity? David Spiegelman says, no. What it does is prevent whomever is on the receiving end of your traffic from tracing that traffic back to your IP address. Which wouldn't really help them anyway. All they can get is the address of the VPN provider. But the VPN provider will be able to trace back to your address. But here are some other things to consider. 1. If you have to log into their service, they know who you are. 2. If their site uses cookies or other tracking methods, and you don't clear them, they know who you are. 3. Many sites, now, actually build up browser profiles to identify individual machines even without cookies. So unless you clear out everything they might use, they'll be able to find out who you are. The reason to use a VPN service is not to hide your identity, per se, regardless of the commercials. Mostly, it's to prevent being snooped on by other machines, say, in the coffee shop whose Wi-Fi connection you're using, and to prevent them from attacking your computer. Tracy Collins says, not if they keep logs of your activity on their network. If records exist, they can be subpoenaed. If they don't exist, there is nothing for the VPN company to produce for the authorities. Beyond the issue of logs, it also depends upon the method of encryption and whether or not there are any unpatched security bugs in the software the provider is using. The better the encryption, the better the privacy, but there is a performance price to pay. Most providers will try to balance the two variables, and some of them may do a better job of that than others. In order to protect their network, someone at the provider needs to be monitoring the sites that notify about new security breaches and software bugs. In addition to monitoring those sites, this individual will need to be responsible for getting the provider's software patched in a timely manner. Some providers may not want to spend the money for a very capable person, but they definitely need to. It is hard for the individual consumer to find any of this behind-the-scenes information before choosing a VPN provider. The easiest to uncover will be whether or not the provider keeps logs. If they don't, they will be proud of themselves and want to get the word out. The other areas may need to be inferred from reviews. Remember, one bad review doesn't make a bad provider, even a few don't. After all, the people most highly motivated to provide reviews will provide negative reviews. Happy customers will have little to no motivation to take the time to write up their experience. Negative or positive, look for the reviews that appear to be written by network professionals or at least highly knowledgeable people. Kevin Ford says, in my opinion, you should never assume you are untraceable. You have to really think about what you are doing to be hidden. Consider the following. 1. Who would want to track me? Is whatever I'm doing really worth it? What are their capabilities? 2. Is the VPN logging my IP address or information about my traffic? 3. Does my web browser or client have unique footprint? If it does, you can be tracked. 4. Is my browser executing JavaScript or using cookies? 5. Do I have a unique screen size? 6. Am I doing anything online that is linking my online identities with myself? Did I ever log into my Facebook over the VPN? Did I ever link to my real email address or anything else that could expose me? Did I ever forget to connect the VPN? That's a brief list. I'm probably missing a lot more. Thanks for watching our video on how can a VPN provide anonymity.